So I met my dad when I was 9. We met at a doctor's office for a DNA test. He came early. He introduced himself as Stan the Man. This was 1994. There's no need to clarify the man. But it turned out Stan the Man was my dad. I'm still questioning my mom because the test results said she had type A blood. I have type B. I don't know if she's my mom. I met my dad. He was very strange. Like, we brought him to our house after we met him, and to get to know each other, I fell asleep. I was 9 years old. I woke up, my dad was still there in bed with my mom. I thought, cool, got a family, that's cool, that's cool. I went to the bathroom, my dad left. More like one night stand, guys. But luckily, 9 months later, my baby brother was born. My parents, they never had a second DNA test because they couldn't afford a third baby. I don't think they wanted the first baby. But, you know, yeah. It's all right. We'll get there. So, meeting my dad, I would go to his house on the weekends, and, like, he didn't really trust the science. Like, he's not dumb, but he's dumb. He wanted to have, like, a second opinion. And he tells me, he's like, put your fingers together like this, and like this. And you see how the tips of your fingers don't touch at the end? Like, you see how there's that gap in there? That's how my... Welcome to the family, sister. Dad's just setting up franchises. So that's how he knew I was his son. Great. Great. So I'd go to his house on the weekend. We'd watch the Maury Povich show. And Maury Povich would deliver DNA results, and he'd say, you are not the father, you are not the father, you are not the father. And my dad would get so happy. That's when I learned it's okay for men to cry. And my dad taught me how to be a man. He said, this is how you hug a man. Don't. He taught me how to be a man. He said, you do everything like a man. You play sports like a man. Like the winter time, we went outside like men. We cut firewood with no shirts on, with our bare hands, like men. We even did things like washing the dishes like men. We just left him for his girlfriend. So my dad was a little weird. He always had these like sayings. I was 12, and he says, how do you like your steak? It's like medium well, I think. That's how I like my steak, Dad. Medium well. He says, one day you're going to enjoy a little pink in your life. Good for you. I didn't realize that wasn't a steak joke until last year. Yeah, my dad, another saying, he said, if it smells like fish, eat as you wish. It smells like cologne, leave it alone. I never understood that one. Like, we don't eat fish in my family. And who the hell puts cologne on their fish? I don't even think my dad should have been in charge of my brain for a whole weekend, like, let alone weekend after weekend after weekend. My dad's last and my least favorite dad saying is, you're only as old as the girls you feel. Ever since I turned 27, my dad calls me, says, hey, old man, happy birthday. I'm feeling 26. Yeah, it's a weird flex. So like tonight I stand in front of you guys feeling 40. I touched myself before the show. You're welcome. So yeah, my dad set me on a downward spiral, I guess. The next influential person in my life was my mom's new husband. She got married at 27. And I thought it was just a ploy to get me to go to church. But there was a banjo. There was a moonshine distiller. We even had fresh roadkill buffet. It was a real wedding. We get home from the wedding, and my mom's new husband, he's like, I want you to call me stepdad. The fuck, Cory? We went to high school together, dude. He's like 6 years older than me, and he's dumb, like D-U-M dumb. I'm not gonna call him stepdad. It's hard to take orders from a guy in shower shoes named Cory. I was home 4 years ago, and Cory was starting a new job. He has a job as a door-to-door door salesman. Most people's doors just come with the house, right? There's no need to buy doors, you know. Cory sells doors, door to door. He typically shows up after like a storm when the door's been ripped off. Cory's like the guy who shows up at your baby shower and he's like, here's some condoms, you know, like a little too late, Cory. But 4 years ago, he just got the job. He's doing the training at home. And so he's learning to read as he's learning his sales script. And he doesn't fully understand how everything works yet, but he like knocks on my bedroom door and just walks in. Like, there's incest porn playing in the background. Fuck me harder, stepdaddy. I'm just standing there with my pants around my ankles like, hey, Cory, do you know when mom's gonna be home? But by day 7, Cory was getting good. Like his salesman skills, great. He was wearing a members only jacket. Wasn't taking no for an answer. Guess what, guys? I own a door. I don't even own a house or an apartment. I don't even own anything. I don't even own a backpack. I have to borrow that from my housemate. But I got a door. It's a really nice door. Cory's business has been going for 4 years now. He's started a side door business. Next year, he has plans to tap into the back door. So, yeah. Cory's a little strange. I don't think he should be teaching young kids either, because he's a fucking kid himself. And then I guess the last influential man when I was growing up was my uncle. We call him Uncle ShortArm. Not because like he has like little short arms, but like he's actually missing an arm. And my Uncle ShortArm is what is called a relief worker. And so like anytime there's like a natural disaster, a storm, an earthquake, a flood, he will race into the center of this area, single-handedly relieve people. He relieves people of the things they left behind. My uncle's a thief, guys. He steals shit. I don't think that's funny, but okay. So like a few years ago, he was down in Houston. They had a hurricane. Floodwaters came up quickly. He had a TV in his right arm, because that's his good arm, and he had to drop the TV. He had to swim for his life. And like 30 minutes later, the police come, they fish him out of the water. He's just swimming in circles, guys. They found a gun. They found a gun in his pants. They arrested him. Armed robbery. His bail was set at an arm and a leg. He's in jail. He's been in jail for 5 years, I think, now. But he got enrolled in an outreach program. It said if you could complete the 12 steps, then you get released from jail early. And he said he got to step number 12. Step number 12, you put your left hand in. You put your left hand... It's hard to do the hokey pokey and turn your life around. That's what jail's all about. So my uncle's still in jail. I guess it would be a good time to remind you guys about Father's Day. It's coming up pretty soon. In my family, Father's Day up until the 9th year of my life was known as Uncle's Day. Boy, were there a lot of uncles. Not really. I mean, just have two uncles. I got Uncle ShortArm. He thinks he's my favorite uncle, and my other uncle delivers pizza. So that's pretty cool. I tell you about these three guys, Uncle ShortArm, Cory, my dad, because they taught me something very important in life. Not everybody's going to understand this next part, but they taught me. They taught me about vagina smells, guys. Vagina smells. I told you not everybody's going to understand. Not everybody's seen a vagina. Jack, I'm looking at you. So, yeah, my dad likes a freshly clean 28-year-old, fresh out the shower, shaved vagina smell. Cory likes a vagina smell that's behind closed doors because that's gross. That's my mom. Almost threw up. Ugh. My Uncle ShortArm, he's probably got a leg up on this competition, guys. My aunt, tall, beautiful, blonde-haired woman, she's missing a leg. But we don't call her short leg because that's rude. We call her Eileen because that's her name. My Aunt Eileen works at a place called the International House of Pancakes, also known as IHOP. So my uncle likes a vagina that smells like pancakes. I kind of do as well when I visit my Aunt Eileen's house. Pancakes. Blueberry pancakes, all types of pancakes. Me, myself, I like a vagina smell that has just finished an hour of table tennis. You know, like a vagina smell that's just finished working 2 hours of overtime because her boyfriend is a comedian and he doesn't have a job vagina smell. A working girl, you know? That's what I like. This joke alone, single-handedly, is why I'm single. Girls don't like when you talk about their vagina smell. So...